Hello everybody, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. So, it's been a week, it's a brand new session, and
It's been 2 weeks since you looked at her.
shut up. Alright, so here we go. He ends the call abruptly, and almost throws the phone to the ground in frustration. Hey, sorry to interrupt.
I said rough night.
He's got an anger expression on his face, and tears welling in his eyes. But he gives you a curious look, and even a bit of a shy smile. You wanna be him?
Oh, sure. Hey, no problem. Can I help you?
I got just the cure for that downer. I got something that'll put a smile on your face. He takes a few steps forward, away from his buddies, remain totally oblivious to what's happening, but you see your influence fading. You take your chance and lunge. Your fangs sink into his exposed shoulder. He shivers and lets out a moan. His phone hits the pavement and you hear the casing crack. His blood tastes like a clash of hot emotion and melancholy, laced with some artificial stimulant. It's the blue! It's the blue! It's the fucking Morbius blue!
Oh my lord, this is Morbius.
And energy drink, a recreational drug.
It's awful movie.
So, for context, we actually, in between recording, we actually sat down and watched Morbius because we're like, it's on Netflix, whatever. Fucking dog shit movie.
It was terrible.
Made fun of it the whole way through. Like, nothing was explained. It was just like, oh yeah, for the fans will know. Everything's already explained. You hardly have the chance to save her, as the proximity of the skater's friend make you feel vulnerable. You hastily finish drinking and drag the guy over to the pavilion. When you turn around, you realize you're not alone. A hooded man is looking menacingly at you. You have a deeper
What do you
voice.
think you're doing? What do you think you're doing, barging on my turf like this, lick?
Oh boy, what's a lick? I sure hope it's a derogatory term. Usually used to address young, unexperienced vampires. Yeah, this is the dude. This is the dude to put me in my place, him. With his fucking Mikey Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not Nike, it's Mikey. They couldn't get the rights to Nike, but they could do Facebook, YouTube, Amazon.
Beer.
Lick? What kind of slur is that? What'd you call me? A lick? What is that supposed to mean?
Don't be cute with me. I know what you are. Shove that masquerade bullshit up your ass. Better tell me who you're with before my posse shows up and we beat it out of you.
I kinda wanna fuck this dude up.
Go
But
for
you
it,
know
man.
what? No. We're gonna behave. This is our... I'm here with Sophie Langley. I came here with Sophie Langley. She's my patron.
Sorry, churro flipping.
Just munching on a bag of Cheetos off in the corner.
Oh, sorry, chips. Fresh out of the trash can, don't worry.
It's blood.
That doesn't ring a bell. Sounds fancy, though.
He licked his lips, exposing his fangs, looking at you voraciously. A nervous tick, or an attempted intimidation?
I wonder, what would Callahan do to you if I brought you in? Break your shins, leave you out to be kissed by the sun. Ooh, concrete shoes maybe. He's old school like that. Celerity?
Yeah, why not? You take off, faster than you've ever run. The hoodlum has trouble keeping up, but howls behind you like an animal and gives chase. As you reach the Unisphere again, you slow down, noticing two people near the sculpture. A man and a woman, tangled in a passionate embrace. No, not exactly. It's Sophie, feeding, but this whole scene is set up so that it looks like a couple getting intimate in public. She pulls it off like she's done it 100 times before. It occurs to you that she probably has.
Most likely.
The man is unsure on his feet as she lets go of him and leads towards a nearby
I
bench.
hate that.
Noticing you, she whispers something into his ear and leaves him. Her driver appears from behind a tree, just stepping out like fucking Sasquatch. Well, Jerricola, how did it go? You're about to answer when the same figure as before emerges from one of the alleys. He looks at the three of you, and a predatory smile creeps onto his lips.
I thought you could run away from me, Lick. Think you'll be safe with your friends? Well, I have friends too.
He makes a motion to shout, but two things happen almost at the same time. First, that feeling of warmth and beauty emanating from Sophie flares up again, entrancing both you and the hooded thug. His shout comes out as a weak, confused squeak. Eh? Second, Gregory produces a wooden stake and slams it into the thug's chest. He's gonna morb him. Just like that. I'm sorry. Just like that, in a few seconds, the posturing vampire is down on the ground, paralyzed. I see you've made a friend, Jerricola. Curious choice of company, I would say. Who is he? He mentioned a Callahan. He said something about presenting me to somebody named Callahan. Ever heard of him? She looks shocked for a split second, then recovers her regular countenance. Yes, I have. This hoodlum is Anarch, then. Fucking... a vampire sect that opposes the tyranny of elders and has placed itself outside the secret society of the Cameral. I'm gonna throw up.
The Anarchy movement, known as Anarch. Wow.
Curious. Corona Park has not been claimed by any kindred last I checked. Let's go to the car. We'll put him in the trunk and present him to Kadir tomorrow night. I'm sure he'll be delighted to make this unbound's acquaintance. Gregory carries the staked vampire, and nobody's noticing this. We're basically kidnapping a dude. Dumps him in the car's trunk like a mannequin. It's a strange sight, and you're quite happy you're not the poor fucker's shoes right now.
Yeah.
It's almost surprising you can get away with just casually throwing a stiff in your car and drive away. But do you remember, Sophie's been doing this for far longer than you have.
Mm-hmm.
Still, the nagging thought about anything you did tonight might have been recorded, motherfucker, on a CCTV camera or picked up by a rando with a half-decent smartphone and streamed online fills you with dread. Hunting and using your abilities is dangerous business. It's clear this whole being a vampire thing has about as many caveats as it has perks. You're taken out of your head space by Sophie's voice. I will pick you up tomorrow night. Same as tonight. I have business to attend to at Elysium, and I expect you to accompany me. Plus, our friend in the back needs to be properly introduced to Kadir and the prince. I'm sure he'll have some interesting things to say to the court. Oh boy!
Court.
The social system of city's kindred, resembling the feudal system of mortals. At the top is the prince. Below them is the members of the Primogen Council. It sounds like a cheese company or something.
We got the Primo cheese for you.
Order it Primogen now. Order in the domain is maintained by a sheriff. The gatherings are organized in secret sanctuaries known as Elysiums. Her voice is cold, cruel, and nothing like the enchanting personality she showed at the gallery earlier tonight. Sophie is clearly a woman of many faces. Hell yeah. What's gonna happen to him? The usual, I imagine. Interrogation by Kadir, probably in the basement of the gallery. A quick trial with the prince in attendance if she's there tomorrow night. A swift execution as the verdict. This all sounds eerily familiar to you, and you can't help but feel a pang of guilt when you think about what awaits this guy tomorrow night.
Hey, he
Then again,
fuck him.
Fuck that dude, yeah. You haven't told me how your hunting went. Getting the hang of it, I would hope? It'll take some getting used to, honestly. We lost control over our glamour or whatever. I'll need time to get used to this. It doesn't come naturally. It will, with time. You need to think about it less. Hunting is the one scenario in which you'll do well to trust your instincts. In moderation, of course. She seems distracted. Not all there. Her thoughts drift and the car remains silent until you reach your apartment.
She seems distracted. Take the shot.
We'll pick you up tomorrow evening. Good night. Just like that, without any further courtesy, Sophie leaves, driven to her apartment by Gregory, with a body in the trunk. Right in the middle of Manhattan. What a town, am I right? Did you cross paths with situations like these in the past, unknowingly? Yes.
Probably.
Probably. What other secrets did you pass on the streets without knowing their true nature? Probably a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Your haven, motherfucker. A vampire's home or base where they find sanctuary from the sun. Yes.
Ah, safe haven of sorts. I understand.
Your haven just as you left it hours ago. Although the sun won't come up for some time, you feel tired. You learned something about yourself today, and it'll take time to process. You're not in the mood for television, and the few books on the shelves are either in languages you don't speak, or sound like a boring read. I know that feel. Nothing left to do but rest. You settle in the back room, lock the door. A moment of hesitation,
Life
then a
and Times
decision.
of Tom Bombadil. Terrible read.
This time you turn the light off. You think back to Julie. How many people in this city know about this vampiric society? How many are willing accomplices in sustaining it? And the thug
Probably
you
a
met
few.
in the park. Yeah, probably. If he's not Camarilla, then what is he? He's Anarch. Come on, get with
I
the
told you.
lingo, bro! Are there independent vampires? How does that work? No, they're think like a rebel faction. Except, you know, more hoodies. More questions. You begin wondering if there's ever going to be a night where you can start crossing them off the list, instead of adding to it. Well, good for you. You've got a few 100,000 years to look forward to solve that shit. You close your eyes. You sink into the more familiar wood of nothingness. It greets you with open arms like an old friend. Rest now, quiet now, lay your weary head. The sun is rising, it's time to go to bed.
Hello, Eldritch Void. Let's see you again. How you doing?
It's pitch dark here, the blackness of a coffin drifting in the abyss. Oh, right, the light. You grasp the switch, flip it. A familiar cramped room with a steel door and no windows comes into view. You emerge from the bedroom fully awake, just like yesterday. This time, however, Sophie is waiting for you. Comfortably seated on the sofa in your living room space, a book in her hand. The Melancholy of Resistance. The title sure on brand.
Yeah?
Good evening, Jerricola. Sorry to have kept you
She
waiting.
probably has, how to get inside, she probably has spare keys.
Of course she has a key. This is her apartment. To be fair, I haven't been here long. I was enjoying reminiscing about the time when I called this my haven. The decor was much different, of course. Come, we have
I
an
prefer
appointment.
things more bourgeois, if you understand.
Yes. I received word Elysium would be called again tonight on account of your unruly friend from Corona Park. This should be a great opportunity for you to mingle. Yeah, I don't know if they want to mingle with me so much as, kill me.
Some people may want to.
She keeps talking as you walk downstairs and get in the car. Gregor gives you a slight nod and a small smile while opening the door for Sophie. He starts the car when you take your seat in the back. Most of the... Motherfucker! Oh, no! The Primogen Council represents the interests of the local kindred and advises the prince on matters of law and rule. Traditionally, it consists of representatives from each
Law
of the
and
most
rule and cheese.
prominent clans. Yeah, I still think it just sounds like a dairy farm or something. Primogen Farms. Naturally favoring those of the Camarilla, though outsiders are allowed to report any issues to a Primogen not of their own clan. Primogen are often elders, but despite the term, Primogen from Latin means the firstborn, there are no rules in place that this is how it must be. In fact, during the last few decades, more and more councils have seen drastic changes to their structure. Yeah, because the older vampires are probably fucking dead, so you gotta make do. Somebody smart and knows what they're doing. Guess what? You got the job.
You are now an elder.
It's like
Be wise.
It's like an 8-year-old child.
You are an elder now. Be wise.
Away! Most of the Primogen Council is bound to be there. Oh, sorry, it's her voice. At least those who usually attend. Probably some other important personalities you'd do well to at least learn about.
So it's more of you getting to learn people's, like, who people are, rather than, like, getting to know them.
How should I carry myself? You never told me if there's any savoir-vivre. I don't fucking know how the fuck you say that. Savoir-vivre?
Savoir-vivre.
Savoir-vivre.
Yeah,
Any kind of rules that I should
vivre.
expect. I don't fucking know. I don't know French.
Savoir-vivre.
Excuse me.
Savoir-vivre. Baguettes.
Ugh. Ho, ho, ho. We're assholes.
Absolutely.
Knowing that you're among your superiors is probably the most important. In our society, status comes with age. Pardon my Pardon my sincerity, but you are insignificant. Not even associating with me can make the fact that you've been kindred for barely a few nights be forgotten. So know your place, stay out of your superior's business, and show the utmost respect. Thanking the prince for sparing you and maybe having a friendly chat with Kadir publicly might show your gratefulness for being a part of the Camarilla now. I would suggest you make it sincere. I like Kadir. He looks cool. I mean, he looks like fucking Morb.
Charlie Morbius.
At any rate, you should behave yourself tonight. Remember what I told you about reflecting on me as your patron. I have a reputation to uphold in the court. Do not tarnish it. Which means somebody's gonna start pushing my shit, so I'm gonna have to just take it.
Which means we get in there and we get a fight with everyone.
There it is. She might have saved you. She might She might be protecting and teaching you, but it's clear what she's really concerned about. Her own interests. You step into the art hole with something of a bad memory. The last time you were here, your entire world had been turned upside down, and your existence nearly ended. Yeah, you know, I mean, who counts days? It was a lifetime ago. Literally. But tonight, there's very little outward hostility. Yes, Kadir gives you a look that's definitely intended to remind you of your place, but the prince, also in attendance, seems pleased to see you.
So I haven't died yet. Good.
Let's see. Welcome, Sophie, Jerricola. Did I get that right? Good evening to both of you. I understand there is somebody else you wish to present to the court tonight? Yes, Prince. They will be joining us shortly. My assistant is retrieving them presently.
This better be worth the prince's time, Langley.
Morb!
Just
decapitates you. The prince gives Kadir a cold glance. Forgive the sheriff's harshness. He's in a particularly foul mood tonight. Something to do with Jerricola's begetter eluding his grasp, I believe. Ouch, that must have hurt his ego. Even if his only reply is a crooked smile. The mention of your sire makes you come back to all this talk of eschewing societal norms and disillusionment with your status quo you enjoyed back in the club. Look at you now. Behaved. Agreeable. She likely wouldn't be too happy with this whole setup. Prince, court, hierarchy, titles. But hey, she's gone. Probably forever. If you're a break out of this, it'll be on your own.
We're gonna encounter her. She's gonna be like, oh, join the anarchy.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. The flaring up of whispers in the gallery
Whiskers.
hall. It's whispers
There are
everywhere.
cats in the room now.
Meow! Gregory enters the room. The jumpsuit-clad, inert vampire still staked on his shoulder. The show's about to start. Sophie's driver places his charge in the middle of the room, and nods respectfully to Kadir. The sheriff approaches the vampire and removes the stake from his chest. I gotta get the shit out of my throat. Oh my god.
Use it to your advantage, Jerry.
The captive's eyes flicker to life, and he starts looking around in disbelief. Like a cornered animal, he backs out on all fours. Keeps going in circles until he realizes he's trapped.
On all fours?
I guess so. He's walking around doing the fucking
Just
crab
skittering
walk.
around.
Kadir steps on the man's chest and pins him to the floor.
Oh. So that means he was walking around on all fours
I
on
told
his
you
back.
Yeah, he was crab walking.
That is... I wish that was animated. I would love to see him do that.
Oh yeah, that would have been
just
great.
skittering around on...
Even just a picture of it.
Why? Who do we have here? Ah, fuck. Oh shit, no. Come on, don't. Silence.
The sheriff takes on an aura of utter dread. He appears as if he's a primal force of nature that's out to get you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do but shrivel in terror. The beast inside you shrieks. You could swear it happens in unison to the instinct of some of the other guests here tonight. It's unlike anything you've experienced in this company during your turbulent first night as a vampire. He really did go easy on you, all things considered.
Oh yeah.
Alright, that's all the time we have for today. We're gonna see this fucker die in the next episode. See you later.
Adios.